What's up, guys? All right, so today we're gonna be looking at SpaceX and Elon Musk done save these people from being abandoned or being stranded on unable to load layouts. That's because you sitting there, you ain't got no freaking signal. Yeah, and then I can't see because this shit is super. Nah, I guess. So yeah, like I was saying, we're back at it, and we're about to react to him saving these people's lives and bringing them back to Earth. So let's get into it.
And undocking confirmed. Freedom is free of its moorings. Sonny Williams and Butch Wilmore begin their belated trip home.
Separation confirmed.
Undocking occurring right on time at 12:05 a.m. Central Time, 1:05 a.m. Eastern Time. Good motion, good stability on Dragon as it backs away.
Freedom, SpaceX on the big loop, depart burn 0 nominal.
Dragon's attitude control system functioning as advertised.
Some freedom on the big loop. On behalf of 39, I'd like to say it was a privilege to call station home, to live and work and be a part of a mission and a team that spans the globe, working together in cooperation for the benefit of humanity. To our colleagues and dear friends who remain on the station, Alex and Favorite Todd Grill, we know the station's in great hands. We're excited to see what you guys are going to accomplish, and we'll be waiting for you. 39's going home.
And this is back. I wish we could spend more time with you guys, but many people who love you and whom you love are waiting for you. So safe travel, Godspeed. And for crew arrival, we ring a bell in Navy tradition, and for crew 9, I did a baritone salute as you undocked. Love you guys.
Welcome home, 9 months in the making. NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams are officially back on U.S. soil. The SpaceX Dragon capsule carrying the duo splashing down off the coast of Florida just a few hours ago. The National News Desk, Jeff Harris joining us. And I feel like a lot of people were just crossing their fingers that this day would actually happen, Jeff. So happy to see they return safely.
And y'all say this man, and who was that AOC that was sitting here saying that this man is the most unintelligent billionaire and she has ever met? Let's remind you, AOC is a bartender, was a bartender who got lucky and to run for Congress and all that. So let's not forget the people that's calling him the most unintelligent billionaire in history. Let's not forget what he did for these astronauts. Let's not forget how he brought them home from being stranded out in space.
What comes next? Could this prompt any changes?
So I spoke with...
And actually, it's funny because they over here burning up Teslas and trying to burn down Tesla factories, but they not finna talk about this at all, not one bit. You know, he tried to get those people back home a little bit earlier, but it was Joe Biden and Kamala who basically put a halt to it. The same people that y'all was sitting there voting for. The same people that y'all was voting for was the same people that put a stop to it. Well, he could have turned around and brought them people home without a problem. But let's get back into it. Hold on. There you go.
With an aerospace expert in Florida earlier tonight, Didi, and he says 9 months in space will absolutely take a mental, also physical toll on your body. So the two will likely need some time here to recover. But he also says NASA will likely start reviewing this unusual mission. From an 8-day mission into a 9-month marathon, NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams are finally back home.
And splashdown, Crew 9 back on Earth.
The crew splashing down off the coast of Florida Tuesday night. Cameras capturing the moment they exited their SpaceX Crew 9 capsule, smiles beaming from ear to ear, both waving in excitement. Don Platt, an aerospace expert, tells us Wilmore and Williams were selected for the first crewed flight test of Boeing's Starliner capsule in June of last year, but due to several issues, they couldn't return home.
So they made a decision based on safety to keep the two crew members up there.
So their 1-week mission turned into 286 days. NASA landing the Starliner without them on board, President Trump stressing urgency to get them home. The two were reassigned to SpaceX's Crew Dragon.
Find a SpaceX capsule that they could send up and return them back to home safely.
Now, Platt says being in space, especially for 9 months, takes a major mental and physical toll on your body. So the two will need some time to recover.
Cause some degradation to your bone, to your muscle, and many other systems really in your body.
He also believes NASA will review this mission and what went wrong to help minimize the chances of future problems.
This maybe shows us that we need to go back to really making sure that things are ready to go and tested.
Now, as we mentioned, Williams and Wilmore spent 286 total days in orbit, 285 on board the ISS, but they also orbited around Earth 4,576 times, also traveling 121 million miles while in space. Reporting for the National News Desk, I'm Jeff Harris.
What a journey.
We found Sprizzy through a Google search, pretty much. I was looking for a way to market.
Well, those astronauts who spent unexpectedly 9 months in space are finally back on Earth.
Unbelievable. The SpaceX Dragon capsule brought them home safely, and soon
We supposed to be a team up that bitch. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm not one motherfucker ever with this online shit. Like why the fuck should we have to keep playing it? Man, listen, I know one thing. Angela Yee ain't that motherfucking crazy. Not as crazy as niggas try to make out to be. Nah, it's the reason that lady wanted to leave that show. I don't know how she did that shit for 13 years, my nigga. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck. Y'all already know what's up with me. I feel played with. I'm gonna play with niggas. Like that's just like, come on. I've been eating that shit up until I had to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a baby. In this industry, what I'm doing ain't no right time to have a baby. So you have them when you have them. I don't regret when I got pregnant. I don't. I got pregnant on fucking purpose. That's what I wanted, a baby, and that's what I got. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted Breakfast Club. You feel me? And I'm gonna say this. I don't fucking need to be there. I wanted to be there. I loved being there. That was my shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, that was my shit. I used to be happy as a motherfucker on the radio. Yeah, definitely. Listen, I'm not intimidated by no woman walking on this earth. I give a crown to that girl. If you listen to the show, you know. Nigga talking about she tried to be my friend. Excuse me? Ain't nobody trying to be no motherfucking friends. What are we talking about? We just naturally, organically became cool. Once I realized what the fuck was going on, like I said, my anger was misplaced. No, I did not like her when I first came back. I didn't. Even down to how I was supposed to return. Like, we had a whole plan on how I was supposed to come back. When I walk in the room, she never left. First thing she say is not, how your baby doing? No, that was Envy, because he's the family man, right? How was maternity leave? No. That's not the first. The first thing that she talks about is the shit that was in the comments. What the fuck would make me want to talk about the fucking comments first? I got a beautiful baby at home. Why? You know what I'm saying? So no, I did not like her when I first came back. I had to learn that Lauren was not a spiteful person. Like, I'm like, I don't like the way you moving. I don't like, I ain't feeling this shit. We had a whole nother plan. I don't know what the fuck what that was in there, but that shit wasn't it. I ain't like that. We've made cool since then. That's it, right? I compliment this girl every fucking day. Every day. And it ain't forced. She's a beautiful girl. She knows her shit and she on her shit. And that segment came from me. Like, let's not even sit here and fucking play around with it. Like, it's the crazy thing. This is another crazy thing. We be supposed to be a team up that bitch. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm like not one motherfucker ever with this online shit. Like, why the fuck should we have to keep playing it? Man, listen, I know one thing. Angela, you ain't that motherfucking crazy. Not as crazy as niggas try to make out to be. Nah, it's the reason that lady wanted to leave that show. I don't know how she did that shit for 13 years, my nigga. I'm telling you. I don't give a fuck. Y'all already know what's up with me. I feel played with. I'm gonna play with niggas. Like, that's just like, come on. I've been quiet a lot. If Jess Hilarious is quiet, it's a motherfucking reason. I always got my motherfucking mouth open. All the time. Whether it's something y'all want to hear or it's something that y'all ain't gonna want to hear. I ain't got time. Didn't go live to talk about that retired ass nigga. Who still think he not retired. Nigga, you ain't doing nothing. And honestly, if he didn't hate me so much, I would actually agree with some shit that he was saying. I would. The girl is great at what she do. Lauren with the latest is flawless. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. She got that. I fought for that. The fuck is we talking about? I don't know how long it's gonna take for a motherfucker to confirm that. But yeah, it's like that. I started saying shit on air. Like I said, I don't know if y'all really listen to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all really listen to that shit 6 a.m. or whatever. Yeah. I advocated for that. Get that shit to her. Get that segment to her, man. That girl do what she do. She do it great. She was doing it great at TMZ. She doing it great at the Breakfast Club. I also been said that she did great during the co-hosting year too. Said that. Along with Claudia Jordan and Jason Lee. I also said that. Okay? Stop trying to make me out to be the villain. Or like I'm the fucking hater or something. I ain't never gonna hate on no fucking woman. Ever. No. Now listen. I may not say everything that y'all, I may offend women here and there. I offend men here and there. I offend others here and there, Okay. Y'all ain't gonna agree with everything I say and do, but I am never going to hate on a woman, especially if she got it going on. Yeah, I'm not. And Lauren LaRosa got it going on. She did. You know what I'm saying? I tell her that. Ask her. I don't know if she'll say it. big enough for niggas to hear me. So if you didn't hear me before, in meetings and shit, and man, and phone calls and text messages and all this little shaky, sneaky shit niggas got going on, man, you hear me now. You get what I'm saying? Get it? Like, you hear me now. You hear me now. Here's what it is. And the reason, look, and the nigga Corey, that nigga ain't saying nothing that nobody else saying. It's just that he don't like me. He already don't like me. So it's like, all right, he gonna pack it on. Y'all, them niggas let him have a field day with Jess, because I done had a field day with his ass. Trust and believe that nigga still hurt that I wouldn't accept his apology. Still hurt. That's on him. Still hurt. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's all right. He'll be all right. You know what I mean? But I don't care. Y'all go hear me. I don't do that. The problem is communication. Yeah. It been that.
They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Them backstabbers. Man, Jess.